Screen Team Media.
You know, we're very happy. It makes me feel really, really happy. You know, we worked really hard on this show, and you know, it was one of those shows that once you get the group going, you know, you start having so much fun, and creatively it's very fulfilling. You know, and you really feel like you're part of something special, and you just hope that people can see, you know, how special it is to us. You know, from the cast to the crew to the director to the writers. You know. It's been such a team effort on making this show the best that it can be. And we're very proud. We're very proud. Well, Awake, created by Kyle Killen and executive produced by Howard Gordon, who recently just got the Golden Globe for Homeland, and also, you know, his work from the X-Files to 24. You know, we you know, comes this amazing show about this detective named Michael Britton, played by the incredible Jason Isaacs. And you know, Michael Britton, on his way home from dinner with his wife and son, you know, suffers an accident, and he loses his son. When he goes to sleep, he wakes up the next morning, he realizes his son is alive, and his wife is the one who was lost in the accident. He finds himself living two parallel dreams, doesn't know which one is real. In one, his son has survived; the other one, his wife has survived. And in one reality, he's got a partner named Detective Vega, played by the always incredible Wilmer Valderrama. And in the other world, Detective Bird, played by Steve Harris, who's okay. And then we two psychiatrists, B.D. Wong in one reality, Sherry Jones in the other, and in every episode we solved one or two cases, and the clues and a lot of the evidence of the cases are intertwined with both realities, and this case also integrates somehow into his personal journey, and the emotional roller coaster that he's embarking in, and somehow we find a way to close end, you know, every episode while still promising a nice season arc, and just to throw a little nugget in the engine there, we're going to find out throughout the season, we're going to see it play out throughout the season, that there's something more that meets the eye to that car accident. You know, we know that he doesn't remember much, and that, you know, that accident was definitely the cause of a lot of things. You know, so throughout the series, we're going to see that played out, and, you know, again, and that's a series of mystery, it's a series of you know, of an emotional roller coaster, you know, but also poses this amazing question: what would you do, you know, if you were presented with the alternatives? What would you do if all of a sudden, you know, you were given this choice, this really hard choice to make, and how would you cope with that? Another thing that I can promise you from us at Awake is that we're not going to all of a sudden leave you with like, oh, it was all a dream. We're definitely going to give you you know, the notion of closure, and what's important is that everything you will see on this show will be a hint and a clue towards a bigger equation that will give you the resolution that we all of us expect and want, really, as an audience member. Look, as you already know, I'm my show's biggest fan, you know, so but it's an exciting time, and it's an exciting chapter, and it was about time for television to see something like this. You know, I'm super flattered, you know, super flattered. First of all, I've gotten so many scripts in the last couple of years on my desk, you know, and to consider returning to television, and just nothing really felt right. And all of a sudden, Kyle Killen writes this thing, and Howard Gordon, you know, one of my favorite executive producers, you know, sends me the script, starting Jason Isaacs, and I read it 3 times, and I can't put it down. And I said, let's have a meeting, and I met with them, and then all of a sudden we're talking about what this partnership would mean and all that, and Jason surprised me because I at that point I had known that he had chosen me to be his partner. Then he had seen me in a movie called The Dry Land. He was at the Edinburgh Film Festival in Europe, and he was one of the judges, and he seen my performance in that, and he said, hey man, what about this guy? And I was super flattered. You know, I walk in, and I'm sitting in front of Kyle Killen and David Slade, who was the director of the pilot and executive producer as well, and Howard Gordon, and then I'm seeing Jason Isaacs, who's arguably one of the best actors of our generation. I mean, hands down. You can't talk to anybody without someone being like, I love that guy. He's so good, or he's so scary, or he's so, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many emotions that he's triggering his audiences, you know. But anyways, the funnest part about it was meeting Jason and knowing that, you know, I'll go to war with this guy. You know, I'll definitely, this is something that in success or in failure, you know, I'm down to go in flames with this guy. Let's go, you know. And I signed on, and it was very flattering. And I'm telling you, I look up to Jason, you know, and Jason's one of my favorite people in the world now. He's one of my, you know, he's one of my brothers now. And I'm very blessed to be, you know, underneath his wing and partnering up with him through the journey of the show.